Have you ever worked for a leader that inspired you? Someone that made you so excited to help, to come up with ideas, who you just loved working for? Raise your hand if you've ever worked for a leader like that. Okay, good. Most likely, that person had servant leadership characteristics. And I'm going to give 3 mindsets that the successful servant leader implements or has. And you're going to be able to take those mindsets and go back to your own projects and attract great people and motivate them and inspire them. And not only the people that are working for you, but the other people who work with you, your colleagues that are at the same level in the organization. This is a great skill set that you can use at your job. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Excellent. So there's 3 mindsets. The first one is how to deal with your colleagues, a political tip. Political tips. Now, I have a lot of people that I'm working with, and I desperately need ways to work better with them. And I found that having this mindset that I'm going to introduce to you has really helped me overcome some of the problems I've had with some of the people I've worked with. Some of those problem people, you know what I'm talking about. So the first step is do nothing from rivalry or vain conceit. So what does that mean? That means instead of saying, I am here for my own ego, I am going to put this project in and everyone's going to be like, wow, look at Bett, that's really good. Instead of being like that egocentric kind of person, look to your colleagues and say, okay, what are their goals? What is it that they're trying to do? How can we find a win-win solution so that we get something done? There's a quote that I've heard attributed to several different people. And the quote is that it's amazing what you can get done if you don't care who gets the credit. It's incredible. So instead of saying, okay, well, Joe has this idea over here, but my idea, may or may not be better, but I'm going to not support him and not join forces with him. I'm just going to push forward my idea. Instead, go to Joe and say, listen, we have a common goal. We have a lot of things in common. We have a few little differences. Let's see how we can join forces and make a better project, make a better team. So look around. I want you guys to think about people that you work with. People maybe that are a little bit, you have a little bit of issues with sometimes. And I want you to write down their names or at least think about them and take some time and go through how you can partner with them. What are some common goals? What kind of win-win can you go for with those people? Because if you don't have that political relationship, you can never be a great leader. Number 2 mindset. Now let's say you've got all those political relationships greased, you're all on the same path, everyone's rooting for you, they're all excited. Now, how do you get that team? How do you get the team of people together so you can really get your vision implemented? The second mindset is consider others more significant than yourself. Now, when you actually consider this and really internally believe it, then you will find incredible people. There's a real problem. There's a saying that says A's hire A's, B's hire C's, and C's hire D's. Have you ever heard of this? A people are not afraid of hiring people who are better than them. B's are afraid and they hire people who are worse than them because they don't want it to look bad. But the problem is that if you have a big goal, if you got some really big vision, you can't get it done with C's or D's. You need A's, and you need them to be better than you. So be open to the fact that people are better than you, and then look for them and try to bring them on board. And how do you do that? That'll be step number 3. So consider people better than yourself and hire people. pull people in who are better than yourself. Do not be afraid of them. That's your biggest asset. Now you've got this great team. Now how do you keep them motivated and interested? That's number 3. Do not look to your own interests, but look to the interests of others. You've got this team, this incredible group of people, these A's. You have to know them. You got to know them. Know what they want out of life. Where are they trying to go? And you have to give them projects, give them responsibilities, give them mentoring. Hook them up with other people who can mentor them. Help them get to where they're going. See the world through their point of view. And that keep them motivated, and they're going to be coming in. You're going to have so many people trying to join your team, you're going to have to beat them off. Be like, no, I have this other partner who I used to not get along with now, but you should go work for them. They're great. And think about it. You can all raise everyone up together. And that is the 3 tips. So number 1, do nothing from rivalry or vain conceit. 2, consider others better than yourselves. And 3, do not look to your own interests, but consider the interests of others. Now, I have a secret source material for this speech I've given today. And if anyone knows what it is, you can write it on my little notes that you're writing for me, hopefully. And I will give you a prize if you win. And that is my speech. Thank you.